Good night, my name is Humberto and I will talk about my 10 topics. For the first topic that I choose is 3 things you shouldn't do before you go to bed. The first thing that I shouldn't do is watching videos on TikTok. The second thing, maybe I shouldn't get in bed without have a brush teeth. And the third thing maybe can be I shouldn't do get in bed dirty without I took a shower. The second topic is 2 things you must do and 2 things you mustn't do when you're driving. 2 things you must do. I think you have to check that everything is okay before drive. That's one. And the second, you should know which is the way what is the way that you will take to get to your destiny. And 2 things you mustn't do. 2 things you mustn't do can be watch the phone when you are driving, or drive tired. The third topic: 2 things you don't have to do if you shop online. You don't have to do. The first thing that you don't have to do is buy in unknown shop online. I mean, if you didn't know the shop, don't buy in that place. And then maybe you have to compare the same product in other shop online. 2 things a teacher has to do before a class. Evidently, the one thing and the most important, I think, it's prepare the class. The teacher has to prepare the class. And the second thing, the teacher has to arrive on time to the school. The next topic: 3 things a good student has to do to improve their English. I think the first thing can be the student has to watch movies in English and with the English subtitles. The second thing is maybe study. The student has to study the verbs. And the third thing, and I think this is the most important, the student has to practice their English talking with someone. The next topic: 2 things you must do if you have been invited to a wedding. The first thing I think you must do, get dressed for the wedding. And the second thing, arrive on time. You must arrive on time. The next topic: 2 things you must do and 1 thing you mustn't do when you are going on a long trip. The first thing that you must do, it's again check the engine of your car, that it's everything okay. And the second thing you must do is take a good rest. You don't have to. Well, you mustn't do drive tired, and you mustn't do. You mustn't drive. You mustn't do drive, knowing that your car it's not okay. The next topic: 2 things you should do and 2 things you shouldn't do when you have a job interview. 2 things you should do, maybe the dress. You have to dress very well for the office that you will take in an interview. And the second thing that you should do, you should be prepared for the interview. I mean, you can be in an interview without know what you're gonna do on that place. And 2 things you shouldn't do. You shouldn't talk like if you are with your friend. And the second thing that you shouldn't do, I don't know, if you shouldn't get late to the interview. Two things you shouldn't do when you break up with your partner. Maybe the first thing that you shouldn't do, you shouldn't be with another person. You can be with other person instantly when you break up with your partner. And the second thing is, don't talk angry. You shouldn't talk angry. Mhm. The next topic: two things you should think about before you buy a new phone. Mm, you should know what is your favorite design, or what is the design that you're looking for. And the second thing, um, you should check opinions or comments about the people. There are a lot of YouTube channels and a lot of videos on TikTok where the people talk about that a new phone, and you can have an idea of that product. That's all. Thank you so much.